The phone felt heavy in Sarah's hand. It held memories of her grandmother, her voice warm and comforting. Now it only offered a cold, metallic silence. Grandma had passed away during the lockdown. Isolation deepened Sarah's grief. Every night Sarah dialed the familiar number. The ringing offered a sliver of hope, quickly replaced by the sting of reality. "The number you have dialed," the automated voice droned. Sarah clung to the routine, a bittersweet connection to a life gone too soon. One evening, something changed. The phone kept ringing. Hope flickered in Sarah's chest, a painful possibility. Suddenly a click. A voice, hesitant but kind, answered. "Hello?" Sarah's breath caught in her throat. For weeks, she'd listened to the empty ringing, a constant reminder of her loss. Now, a voice, a stranger's voice, filled the silence. It was a woman, her tone gentle, tinged with curiosity. "Hello?" the voice repeated, a hint of concern creeping in. "Is anyone there?" Sarah froze, unsure of what to say, how to respond to this unexpected turn of events. Her mind raced, grappling with a whirlwind of emotions. Fear, confusion, a flicker of hope all collided within her. Finally her voice emerged, a mere whisper. "Hello," she replied, her heart pounding against her ribs. The woman on the other end of the line introduced herself as Emily. She had recently moved into Grandma's old house, a place filled with echoes of a life well lived. Emily found Sarah's number on an old rotary phone, tucked away in the attic. Curiosity got the better of her. Sarah listened, each word a thread connecting her to her grandmother. She learned about the house, filled with antique furniture and the scent of Grandma's famous apple pie, lingering in the air. A wave of grief washed over her, bittersweet and overwhelming. "She sounds like a remarkable woman," Emily said softly, sensing the unspoken grief in Sarah's silence. And she was. Grandma's warmth, her infectious laughter, her stories spun from simpler times. These were the things Sarah missed most. Night after night, Sarah and Emily talked. They shared stories, weaving a tapestry of memories about a woman they both cherished, albeit in different ways. Sarah spoke of childhood summers, baking cookies with Grandma, listening to her tales of resilience and love. Emily spoke of the house, a living testament to Grandma's spirit. She described the worn recipe book, the hand-stitched quilts, the garden bursting with life. Each detail brought Sarah bittersweet comfort, keeping her grandmother's memory alive. Through their conversations, a unique bond formed, bridging the gap of time and loss. They found solace in their shared connection to this remarkable woman, finding healing in the act of remembering. Emily's kindness was a balm to Sarah's grieving heart. It was as if Grandma was reaching out from beyond, offering comfort through a stranger's compassion. They talked about everything and nothing, finding solace in the simple act of connection. One evening, Emily confessed that she had lost her own grandmother a year ago. She understood the ache in Sarah's heart, the void left behind. "It's like a part of you is missing," Emily said softly, her voice thick with emotion. Sarah nodded, tears welling up in her eyes. In that moment, they weren't strangers connected by a wrong number. They were two souls united by grief, finding solace in shared memories and understanding. Section 6. Unmasking the Voice. As days turned into weeks, Sarah found herself looking forward to their nightly calls. Emily's voice, once unfamiliar, now held a comforting familiarity. It was a lifeline, a connection to a past that felt both lost and cherished. One night, curiosity got the better of Sarah. "Can I ask you something?" she asked, her voice hesitant. "What do you look like?" Silence hung in the air for a moment before Emily chuckled softly. "I have brown hair just like your grandmother," she replied, her voice warm and reassuring, "and big green eyes that crinkle when I smile." Sarah closed her eyes, picturing Emily in her grandmother's house, surrounded by her belongings, her spirit. Section 7. A Tapestry of Memories. Emily promised to send photos of the house. wanting to share the space that had once been Sarah's sanctuary. Days later, an envelope arrived, filled with snapshots of Grandma's world. There was the garden, blooming with life, the old oak tree where Sarah used to swing. Emily had captured the essence of Grandma's spirit, her love for life evident in every frame. As Sarah looked at the photos, she could almost hear her grandmother's laughter, smell the aroma of her freshly baked bread wafting from the kitchen. In that moment, Sarah realized that memories weren't confined to the past. They lived on, woven into the fabric of the present, waiting to be discovered and cherished. And sometimes they emerged in the most unexpected of ways. Section 8. Finding peace in letting go. Time, once a relentless tormentor, became a gentle healer. The nightly calls continued, but the frequency lessened. Sarah started venturing out more, embracing life with a newfound appreciation, a strength she drew from her grandmother's memory. One evening, Sarah realized she hadn't called Emily in a while. She picked up the phone, her fingers hovering over the familiar numbers. A wave of peace washed over her. She knew Grandma would want her to live, to love, to embrace the future. Sarah gently placed the phone back on its cradle, a single tear rolling down her cheek. It wasn't goodbye, not really. It was a letting go, a moving forward, carrying the love and lessons of her grandmother in her heart. Section 9. A new chapter begins. The world began to blossom again for Sarah. She found joy in small things, her grief transforming into a quiet strength. She carried her grandmother's memory with her, a guiding light in her journey. One sunny afternoon, Sarah received an unexpected call. It was Emily, her voice filled with excitement. "I'm having a housewarming party," she said. "I'd be honored if you could come." Sarah's heart skipped a beat. She knew with a certainty that warmed her soul that she had to go. It was time to face her past, embrace the present, and step into the future, carrying the spirit of her beloved grandmother with her, always.